Welcome to this helper video for the Church Free Web podcast. This accompanies episode 5 of season 1. The link for that is churchfreeweb.co.uk/105. So we're going to go to a link mentioned in that episode, churchfreeweb.co.uk/free host is a little helper link that takes you straight to the web page that you want. churchfreeweb.co.uk/free host. And that takes us to, here we are, the free charity hosting homepage for TSO Host, which is our recommended web host. If you have another web host which is giving you free hosting and you're satisfied that it's sufficient and adequate quality, go ahead and use that. Now, just a word of warning is that in this season, I'm always going to assume that you've gone with the recommendations that I've made, and so some little details may be different if you've chosen different packages. So here's my thinking: you might as well go with this one if you want to change. It's actually quite straightforward to change web hosts. I like TSO Host and they give something for free. That something includes storage. 10 gigabytes is more than adequate for a typical church website. If you have very large files like videos and so on, actually this isn't the right kind of hosting really for that kind of content anyway. So I would always store my videos on YouTube and other places. 10 gigabytes for your web pages, for the databases that keep everything running, for backups, for photos and so on. Actually, I'd be amazed if you even get to 1 gigabyte. That's a great deal of storage for a website online. Don't forget what's in your website has to be delivered to people's browsers on desktops and mobiles and so on, and that is not going to be gigabytes. It's going to be megabytes and tens of megabytes. So this bandwidth, similarly, 150 gigabytes of bandwidth is a large allocation. You can have 5 mailboxes. Now, we may use those, but in a later season, I'm going to suggest a better free option for email for cases where you want to have, particularly if you want to have a large number of email accounts, if you want to have some associated functionality, but those are there available for us. We can make use of those for fine, they're included. And One-Click Apps is simply telling us that there are some helps so that it's easy to get web services, such as the one we're going to be using for our free website, loaded without having to know a whole lot of technical details. So we'll go ahead and check out. It's a free package, a free plan, and it's looking good. So here we are. We're going to go use. So this is an email address which I've set up. Actually, this is for somebody else, for Ruth Parsons, my wife. She's going to be following through this season along with you and creating a free website for All Saints Church in Bradfield Combust in Suffolk. And so that's the email address she's using, a temporary email address and a password. So here we are. Oops. Okay, so incorrect login details. That's because I was trying to log in. That wasn't what I should have been doing. There we are. Let's try again. Check out. Let's see where I went wrong. Okay, there we are. There's create an account. I went for login and I should have done create an account. Sorry for that. So we're going to create an account again. There we are, giving lots more details, which is more what I was expecting. So I'm just going to silence everything for a second while I go ahead and set up all of the details. Okay, so we're almost there. Provided hopefully all of the personal details that they require. So that's contact details, billing details, and a security question. This security question is going to help us if we lose access to the account, then these details will allow a reset to happen. So once again, we're going to agree to a bunch of terms of service. We have to do this on the web all the time. And let's accept those terms of service. You want to check them out for yourself if you want to be sure they're reasonable. They were reasonable as far as I was concerned. They're simply providing web hosting services with conditions that protect them. So okay, so I've missed out one or two little details. I haven't provided a phone number. Okay, now just to remind you, what we're doing here is setting up an account, and we're beginning the process of applying for free web hosting. But there's a second step, so there's another episode to follow this one. And remember, this is just a video helper that accompanies Season 1, Episode 3. I beg your pardon, Season 1, Episode 5 of the Church Free Web podcast. And here we are with an account. Let's see if it works this time. Hooray! Nothing to pay, it's free. Once again, we need to accept those terms of service and complete the order. So we're in the home straight, and I think we're done. So thanks for being with me. Everything's okay. The service is now set up, and we're ready for the next step, which we'll cover in the next video. So thanks again. I'll see you soon.